with your kick and knee that you ain't in a make. Hey, mama said that this would happen elementary days. Not the same, this shit happened in a different way.
Yo, YouTube was good. I'm back at it again. No dog today, as you can see. But I got my other dog, my boy, my manager in San Simonville, you know what I mean?
How y'all doing?
Hey, look, today, I'm gonna touch base on something a little different today. As you know, a few days ago, I had someone comment about the video I posted with the 3 crashes in 10 minutes, and the second crash was somebody hitting a pedestrian. And that was basically me going against my moral to say I would never post stuff like that. I talked about that yesterday or last night in the video. And the guy name, I think his name is Bikelife, I think, something like that. But check out what he said. Basically, what he said was an overall, he's like, he kind of don't respect me not putting out the bad stuff, because that's like the news channels. The news channels only put out certain things to make their stuff look good or make somebody else look bad. And I'm like, you know what? I kind of agree with that. So I thanked him for the comment, because it made a lot of sense to me. When I was talking to Sam about it, I was like, listen, from now on, I'm going to start posting the bad stuff. And I'm going to talk about it like, yo, this is not acceptable. This is what happened. I'm gonna block the rider's face out so nobody can know who it is, yada yada. And I want to know like how he felt about it. I just know I have the culture at heart. Like, I got nothing but positivity with the culture. But bringing every aspect, but talking positive about everything could be a difference. And it can show people like we all not bad. Even though some things do go wrong, like, all right, this guy might have kicked this mirror. This is why he did it. And this is what happened after he did it. We came and cursed him out about it. You did wrong, yada, whatever the situation may be. But it's giving people an idea of like, yo, these guys just don't steal, they don't steal bikes. Or if it is just that one person, this bad apple, they don't go around kicking cop cars. If they did, it was just one bad apple, and this is what we did to stop it. How do you feel about it?
I think you're right. I think it's always good to show the human side of people or culture or whatever it is, because people are so quick to disassociate themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't do bike life. I don't know how they think, how they are. No, they're regular people. They just have a different passion from what you have. Now, with the exposure, see, I understand so many different angles of it, because on one end, yeah, you want to be as neutral as possible. Dude, why is that bird so big? That's like a falcon or something?
Where?
Dude, it just flew. Yo, like, he look like he hunting.
It probably is a hawk.
Yeah, I think it's a hawk. I think it's a hawk.
Interview.
it's like my real question to you is, do you feel a responsibility to also be protective of the culture, because the culture is under attack by so many different
To answer that question, I do. I honestly do. I feel like the culture is attacked at all times, and my main goal is to show like all the positive stuff with it. Now, with that being said, you're all gonna have some people that's gonna be like, yo, what about when they do this? They run in real life, they do this, they hit this kid, they hit this car, they kept on. So I'm gonna keep ignoring that? Do I keep ignoring it? Or do I touch bases on like, yo, this is what happened because of this?
For example, right? I'm not even gonna touch the yeah, why not? I'll touch the topic of police, right? There it is. Catch that, bro.
I don't see it.
You don't see the top of the gate?
The top of the gate.
Look at the top of the gate.
That's a hawk.
Yo, this dude was like, yo, bro, my man swooping, like he looking for.
It's a hawk.
Why does a hawk live in Philly? Like police. I'll give you an example. There are plenty of videos that paint police in a negative light.
Yeah.
But overall, that's not what they do.
Yeah.
That's not what they're about. That's not the rules. You see what I'm saying?
You know what? Let me touch bases on that too, because what he just said just now, it really sparked something just now. You know how people always say the police do this, police do that, police is bad, after
Right.
police.
Right.
You know why we say that? Because it's like a war. Because they always look at us a certain way. Oh, these guys do this. It's like they
I think they're
stereotype
being
it.
specific. I think those people who say that, they might be saying, forget the police, but I think in their mind, they're really thinking about that one experience they had with the police. So really, they're talking about that.
Right, like for me, I've been through numerous experiences where the cops were completely dead wrong to me. And they're wrong. But you won't hear me say F the police. I know that's not every police officer.
Right.
But even though at times they do so much disrespectful things, it's like, yo, F the police. That's what it feels like sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But I know everybody's not like that. So you won't ever hear me say that. When it comes to us, they might look at, all right, a couple of these guys out here doing actually good things. But they out here doing this and that on these bikes. So they all bad. F them all.
Right.
So it's like, it's kind of a war. It's like we clashing right now with that. So I understand that.
That's what I'm talking about. Protect themselves, right? Like they try to not have a lot of those videos out there, not because it didn't happen, but because they don't find that as a true representation of their culture.
This right now is a cycle that can be broken.
Right.
The police, I feel like all the police people, right? Mm-hmm. And say me and you in the same force.
Right.
We signed that document. We gotta protect our own yada.
Right.
But say it's all of us. It's 5 friends in the room. We all police officers. One of our friends do some effed up stuff, and we know he's wrong.
Right.
Are we gonna go out in the public and say that? Are we gonna hide behind the bars?
You check them, check them behind closed doors. Like, yo, come on, this is not how you want to.
But if you check behind closed doors, still his mind, this is what it is. Do you go out to the public as well? Like we don't represent that. He's there wrong. This was wrong. Or do you just say, forget it, and let everybody else think you just as bad as him?
You know what?
What do you do?
I think what you do, you don't necessarily have to pinpoint that person. I think it's just as important to let the public know what your values are. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is why we ride. This is how we try to ride. Now, having said that, understand there are going to be people that still ride that way.
Yeah.
Because we still live in a free country, and we still can't go, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can't go police them and say, get off that, you know what I'm saying? So there's going to be that. Not everybody on a bike is going to respect our values, right? Just like not every police officer is going to respect like the code of the shield and do things the right way. And I think that's pretty much how you handle it. You basically let people know, like, yo, look, I want you guys to understand, although there's all types of riders out there, these are the values we believe in. This is what we try to do when we ride. You see what I'm saying? So if you see someone deviating from this, like, don't just condemn all of us.
Yeah.
Don't just be like, oh, this is how all of them are. Like, that's not how we all are. And I think that's why it's good to have that outlet that you have where you get to show, see, this is what we're really about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's where I could see that balance. And that's why I asked you, do you feel any type of responsibility to also be protective? Because there's so many people trying to develop a perception of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they can use anything to do it. And, you know, like, if you're putting out everything, good and bad, right? Without any color, without any context, then you got to be prepared for that bad that you put in to be used also against.
So, but now if I put out bad stuff, but given like my perception behind it, and given like my morals behind it, this happened. Don't agree. This is not us.
Right.
I don't agree with this. I check this guy for doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Do I put that out, or do I just be like, all right?
I think you should stay true. If that's what you feel like you need to do it. But I'm just saying, know all the I'll give you an example, right? Allen Iverson had a press conference where his point was, hey, I just played a basketball game and y'all not asking me about the basketball game. Y'all are asking me about practice prior to the basketball game. So his point was, we're talking about practice. That was his color. That was him adding context. But you know what they did? They left that out.
Yeah.
So I say this to say, you could add all the color and say, well, this is what I think about it, blah, blah, blah. When they're going to use that clip against you, they're going to leave that out. They're not going to include what you said. They're just going to choose that small clip that shows, right? And that's what's going to be. So I'm saying that's what you prepare. Because at that point, people are not going to be like, what did you mean? Can you add some context to that clip? They're not going to do that.
What the hell you mean? I just gave it to you right here.
Just like Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson be snapping every time they be like, practice. He'd be like, bro, that's not what it was about. Like, they made that clip about me hating on practice, whereas no, I'm saying my whole point was, why are we talking about practice when I just played an actual game?
If I was to put out anything, I'm going to protect everybody's faces. You won't know who it was. I'm not trying to get nobody in trouble. But in fact,
I think it's a good thing because it's a good way to highlight the things you distance yourself from, or like, you know, like your group of Bikelife family, right?
Yeah.
Like, you guys have a safe set of values. So when you identify something like that, like, look, this is what we have to avoid doing because this is how it can hurt us, right? I think, you know, if that's the approach, that's probably the best approach, because then you could use it as more of a instructional video, like a learning it. Let's learn from this experience. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna end this right here today, y'all.
That's a good point too.
Yeah.
Because think about how much more respect you have for the police officers that says, we're not about this.
I have nothing but respect for
You got
them.
nothing but respect for
Look,
them.
if a police officer came out right now and was like, yo, he just shot this person, he was in the wrong, don't approve of that, he will suffer the consequences.
Yeah, we're not going to take it easy on doing our job. We're still going to do our job and blah, blah. But we just want you to know that's not the way we try to do it. You have none but respect for that person. So I get it. I love it.
But when they keep hiring, it's like...
Then it's like, whoa.
It's like,
now
all
you're
y'all.
part of the problem.
Now you're part of the problem too, because you're not saying it.
Yeah.
Preaching all the good stuff, posting all the positivity. And I only post all the good stuff as Belize said. Belize pointing that out. All right, you like to do. You're no better than the news channels. Because you only putting out positive. What about all the bad stuff that happened? Are you just going to ignore that? Or are you just going to be like, all right, it is what it is? It's making me feel like that I'm supporting that as well.
Right. If you hide it, right?
If I hide
it. Like, it's one thing to not have captured it, right? But I see what you're saying. It's another to have it, know you have an opinion on it,
Yeah.
and not share it. I get it.
Like, all right. Matter of fact, how do y'all feel about it? This is a really deep conversation, a really dope topic. I really need you guys' feedback on it ASAP. Give your comments down below. Look out for my man Sam Simonville. You will see a lot. Well, we're doing something with his comedy. He's a comedian, and we're doing something really, really special with him. Doing special shows, doing improv shows in the middle of nowhere. It's gonna be crazy, and I want you guys to subscribe to his channel right here, and in the link in the description. Subscribe to his channel right now because it's another process that I'm a part of. He's a really good friend, and man, look, you guys are gonna love the content he's about to put out. So. Show us some love, Lonnie.
Yo, look, you know what? I want to be clear with people. I'm still in that find your voice, learn who you are phase, but I can't tell you how instrumental, like my close friends, like Biz, and like my wife, have had in that process. Like, this got nothing to do with Bikelife. You know, but
don't matter.
I'm just saying, like, now it's like, just look at me as a storyteller. That's basically what I want. It's gonna be some stories. I think we all have stories about our lives that, if you were to tell people, they would crack up. They would crack up. You just have to think hard enough. What were those stories, and can you tell them? So that's what's coming soon.
Y'all heard it first, man. Look, hit that subscribe button. Turn on your post notifications, baby. We about to get jiggy with it, man. It's about to get busy. New video every day. Every single day. Hit the freethepeace.com website up. And we're gonna show y'all some love, man. Thanks for supporting. Keep an eye out for tomorrow's video. Drink water, man.
You don't see them like really messing with humans. They're like adults. Or anything, right?
Still talking about this goddamn bird, yo.
No, in its area, bro.